they have gone, and they're only living in the legends now. You can hear the spirits crying in the wind.
Got a river coming up here on our front right side. This is the Hula Ia River. Guided kayak trips available up there if you're interested. One of many rivers on Kauai. A kayak on. This one in particular was featured in Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. They departed the seaplane off the river in the beginning of the movie. Many movies filmed here, of course. Some of the more popular ones like Jurassic Park. All these fields in front of us were actually home to dinosaurs in those movies. And watch Jurassic World and you'll recognize the helicopter in that one. That was Blue Hawaiian. In the movie Descendants, George Clooney was a star in that one. He and his family, the King family, own a lot of land on Kauai. The land they own in that movie coming up just over the ridge line on our left side, it's called Kipukai. It's a beautiful day. Now in real life, this is not the King family land. This all belongs to my family. Yeah, right. The Waterhouse family owns everything over the ridge. Well, that's Waterhouse. On the right side is the Rice family. If you're interested in taking tours out here, ATV tours and zip line tours available. That's the longest zip line in the state of Hawaii, just below us. Not sure how long it is, so I've never tried that. I would never zip line. Too afraid of heights. Just over the ridge to the left is the south shoreline of the island, the town of Poipus on that coastline. Beautiful hotels there, nice beaches. That's out of the island's the sunnier side of the island, so south and west gets more sunshine than north and east. As far as today's weather, it's looking pretty good actually. The interior clouds, that's normal. It is always cloudy there. Might dodge a few clouds a little bit later on. Maybe even fly through a little bit of light rainfall. Always raining someplace on Kauai. Wind's currently blowing at about 30 miles an hour. It does create a little bit of bumps for us on occasion. So anytime we cross a ridge or head head into a valley. I might get bumped around a little. Don't worry about it, it's not going to hurt my helicopter. And we don't charge extra if you guys need some of those bags. Help yourself. Climb up over the ridge up ahead, take you into the valley on the other side. As we head in that direction, about one person from each family, grab the mic. Tell me where you're from. Brooklyn, Kathy, Addison, and Darren. Started off with you guys. Where are you from?
We're from Peoria, Illinois.
Illinois. The Bear fans, huh?
Yep, unfortunately.
Yeah, hard to be their fan right now.
We'll see.
And how about Mike and Joanne?
Philadelphia.
The Eagles. Now we're going to start to feel some of the bumps here as we head over the ridge for the valley. This wind's mixing with these mountains. Just think of it as a bumpy dirt road. Coming up on the Hanapepe Valley. It's a private valley that one family owns. We'll talk about them later. For now, let's go check out some of the waterfalls. In Jurassic Park 1, they flew the scientists onto the island in a nice helicopter. Land the helicopter at the base of a waterfall. We'll make an approach to it. Going to make a nice series of turns in front of Jurassic Falls so that everybody can get a nice look. I'll start it off on the right for Addison and Darren. I'll spin it around for Mike and Joanne. Up front, Brooklyn and Kathy.
What was the question? Sorry.
No, just pointing out the waterfall for you there. Manavai Opuna Falls, 360 feet, 36 floors high. We'll be climbing out of the valley, heading westbound for the canyons. I did mention earlier this is private property. The Robinson family owns it all. They're by far the largest landowners here on Kauai. Down from the center of the island, way up under the clouds, all the way down to the coastline there on our front left side. They also own their own island. It's called Ni'ihau, a 41,000 acre island, 17 miles west of this one. Bought the island in the 1860s for $10,000. This first canyon, we're just going to cross over it. It's called Olokele. There are no highways for to get here because this is all Robinson land. The entire canyon is theirs. You'll start to notice the color of the soil on the island, a little reddish in color. It's iron oxide. It's a fancy word for rust. Crossed over the Robinson's boundary line beneath us. This is now state land. Up next, the beautiful Waimea Canyon, the Grand Canyon of the Pacific.
Someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you did to, oh why can't I?
You guys had a chance to drive up here yet to the canyon? Some of you did.
We hiked it yesterday a little.
Which trail you guys to?
The canyon trail to the White Hole.
Yeah, the canyon trail. So the road you took is on the top of this ridge here on the top left side. A lot of hiking trails up here, campsites. I grew up camping up there. There's even campsites down below. You can hike to the bottom too.
And I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by.
Now if you look at the canyon wall in front of us, you see all these lines that run across the wall. Each line represents a separate lava flow. That is how the island was formed. One lava flow stacking up in another one.
I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know, and I think to myself,
We're going to pull right into the back corner of the canyon, make a right turn in front of that waterfall you guys hike to, the White Hole.
waterfall tumbling right down the wall, beating for you, my love.
You can hike to the top of this waterfall, Mike. And this is the one that the Zwink family hiked to. One of the more common hikes for the canyon side of the island. Not too hard. There's some better hikes I know of up here, but much more difficult than this one. See people standing on the waterfall up there.
Dream on, dream of your fantasy, a place just for you and me, my love. Spread your wings and fly away. Fly to that distant star from my waterfall.
There's the island of Niihau there in front of us. That's the other Robinson Zone.
And me, I can see.
Look down the highway you guys drove up on there, Kathy. Highway 550. Out in front of us down by the ocean is our military base. The United States Test Missile Defense Systems out there. That's the military's radar to the left. So everything to the left side is restricted airspace. Now descending down the coast known as Napali. Napali means the cliffs. Once up to 15,000 Hawaiians. There are no highways back here. Now descending into the valley of Nuololo. Human bones were found in this valley that dates as far back as 200 AD. People have been living back here for a long time. At first, people believed to have come from the Marquesas Islands, which is near Tahiti. But 1,000 years after the Marquesans, Tahitians showed up. This valley is believed to be the site of the very first Hawaiian village. This next valley here in the shadows is Honopu. It's a sacred valley. It is the burial grounds. Even some of the chiefs and royal family members are actually buried in that valley. The two beaches on the right is inaccessible by hiking. The only way to these beaches would be by air, by sea. The next beach over is accessible. You can hike to that one. It's called Kalalau. It takes only 8 hours to get there. It is a state park. Camping's allowed. Permits required. nice ridge lines you start to notice over the beaches here, Joanne, we call cathedrals. Featured in many, many movies. This big valley is Kalalau Valley. It went up to 5,000 Hawaiian people living in this one valley. Last Hawaiian moved out in the year 1919. We will be flying through a small wind shear for the next 3 minutes, so might feel a couple of choppy spots. Have you guys done one of the boat tours yet out here? No?
We're doing the catamaran on Tuesday.
Very good. Yeah, boat tours are the number 2 activity on Kauai. You'll probably see some spinner dolphins running right alongside your boats. Lots of sea caves they'll show you.
Do you know it's people? Brothers, sisters walking hand in hand. Have you seen the ocean? Miles and miles of crystal deep blue sea.
Right in front of us there on the corner is the end of the road on the north side of the island. This is where the hike starts for the Napali.
Fill the air with fragrances for free. This is
to drive up this far, you actually need a permit to drive up this far now. Last couple of years, only started happening. The state determined it was getting too overpopulated, so they control the population by limiting how many permits they give out. If you don't have a permit, you could also get a shuttle in. Shuttle you in. You can hike into the back of this valley if you do make it in. In the back there's a waterfall you guys could swim at to reach the falls. 2.5 hours of hiking, so pack lunch, bring lots of water, have a nice picnic there and swim. We're going to get a glimpse of that waterfall shortly. From a distance though, I'm going to make a left 360 for one last look down the coast.
everywhere. Have you felt its spirit? Ancient gods, their mana still lives here. You will love these islands. Nothing in the world can compare. This is aloha. This is aloha. This is aloha. This land of aloha.
You can kind of see that waterfall Joanne I was just talking about. That's the beautiful Napali coast. North Shore is coming up next.
Have you felt the power? Mountain craters throwing lava in the air.
Think you can handle the hike, Brooklyn, to the waterfall? about 2.5 hours to reach. The other one you did was about an hour and a half, I think.
Have you felt its spirit? Ancient gods, their motto still lives.
North Shore. The surf side of the island. World champions grew up surfing this coastline. That's a famous surf spot in front of us. This big coral reef, the waves crashing on it. Got tunnels. Addison, you ever saw the movie Soul Surfer before?
Not yet.
No? Oh, you gotta go watch that. It's inspirational. It's based off of a true story of a pro surfer. When she was 13 years old, she got her arm bit off by a shark and still became a champion surfer with one arm.
I saw a preview for that.
Yeah, you guys should watch it though. That's where she got her arm bit off though, in real life. Still surfing with one arm, she's surfing all the time. Town of Haena on the right. This is where the actor Pierce Brosnan lives. He's a full-time resident here on Kauai. He's lived here for about 20 years. There are a lot of celebrities on Kauai though, not just this town, all the towns in front of us. You got Ben Stiller, Will Smith, Mark Zuckerberg, Wayne "The Rock" Johnson. The Rock's been doing a lot of movies here too. I saw the movie Hobbs and Shaw. It's a spin-off of Fast and the Furious. That was filmed here. Last 20% at least. I actually worked on that one. I was hired to be the Rock's body double. Just have to shave my head. The rest was identical. No, I did fly for the film though. We'll cross over the straight beach, that's Lumahine. Honolulu Bay up in front, left of the bay is Princeville. Those crops growing in the water beds down there, Joanne, that's the taro plant. That was one of the main food sources for Hawaiians. Makes a food product known as poi. And if you had a chance to try some poi? Not yet. Well, if you guys make it to a luau while you guys are here, they'll have some for you. You're not gonna like it though, most tourists don't. It is our version of your mashed potato. We have it all the time. rainwater. It's not a real waterfall there on the right side. Comes out and plays in the rain. Waterfall coming out back here is called Namalokama. It is a 2,400 foot waterfall. Usually it's the only waterfall back here, so the other one's just because of the rain.
I sing this promise, my word is deep as the sea. Dedicate myself to you and you to me. We stand together, a million stars above. We are forever, forever living love. Let the mountain rumble, let the ocean rise, let the wind come calling. I will be there for you. I will be there for you. I will be there for you. Now as I contemplate this golden shore, so many riches here, who could ask for more? Spirit of the people, the love of family, these things that matter, these are the things I see. So let the mountain rumble, let the ocean rise, let the wind come howling. And you know I love you, are my home and pride. When all is said and done, I will be there for you. Na, 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 there for you.
So we're going to start to head for the center of the island. We're going to head for the mountain called Waialeale, one of the main volcanoes that form the island. Typically buried in clouds, rains up there 350 days a year, almost every day. I'm going to plan on taking you into the crater of the mountain. When I say crater, don't try to picture a volcano though. Kauai is very old. The mountaintop was once 9,000 feet. Today, it is 5,243. It is eroding away. So what's causing the erosion is water. Every time it rains, you get a new landslide. That's how you get all the sharp ridge lines. But if you notice, every valley has a river. The river created the valley. It's causing the erosion.
I will be there for you. We are Ohana. I will be there for you. I will be there for you. Forever, Ohana. I will be there for you.
How about Jurassic World, Brooklyn? You seen that one? No? Can't hear. In Jurassic World, we mounted a gun on our helicopter. We flew up this valley. We started shooting dinosaurs back here. Then the pterodactyl flew right into us, causing us to crash. This is where we filmed that scene. You'll recognize this valley wall in those scenes by looking at that white color rock against the wall, kind of shaped like an eye. You see that in the background of those scenes. I did work on that movie too.
The simple life for me. Helio to Kauai, Hanalei by the bay. Wailua River Valley is where I used to play. The canyons of Waimea, standing all alone. The magic of the garden now is calling me back home. When I was young, not too smart, I left my home looking for a brand new start, to find a place that's better still. Now I know I never will. Heli on to Kauai, Hanalei by the bay, Wailua River Valley is where I used to play. The canyons of Waimea, standing all alone. The magic of the garden now calling me back.
So we are about to enter the heart of the island, the crater of Waialeale, known as one of the wettest spots on Earth. Average rainfall of 460 inches of rain per year in 2006, 610, 1982, almost 700 inches of rainfall. Waterfalls in the crater are 3,200 feet tall.
Just for a day, our king and queen would visit all these islands and saw everything. How would they feel about the changes?
So we are inside of the volcano.
Could you just imagine if they were around and saw highways on the sacred grounds? How would they feel about this modern city life? Tears would come from each other's eyes as they would start to realize that our people are in great, great danger now.
Hiking that crater too. Nice to camp in there. This is my backyard. I grew up hunting this forest. My hometown's to the front left of the mountain ranges. From my hometown, there's a dirt road that'll drive us right up to the base of this mountain. And from here, it's about a 4-hour hike to reach the back home. It's not easy.
Could you just imagine if they came back and saw traffic lights and railroad tracks? How would they feel about this modern city life? Tears would come from each other's eyes and they would start to realize that our land is in great, great danger now. All the fighting.
By any chance any of you know how many Hawaiian islands there are in total?
There's condominiums. How would he
8? That's the most common guess. You're close. The answer's 132. Yeah, it's a trick question. There's 8 main islands, 132 total.
be content and cry for the gods, cry for the people, cry for the land that was taken out, and then yet you'll find
All of the land here in front of us, when I was growing up, were sugar fields, mostly for cattle ranching today. Most of this land here belongs to a man named Steve Case, the co-founder of America Online, AOL, the second largest landowner on Kauai under the Robinsons. leasing his land to cattle ranchers and farmers. That's a solar farm to the front right of us, one of many. Solar is Kauai's #1 power source. That particular solar farm is the first of its kind in the world, built by a company called Tesla.
Take a look into the sky, cause the world is not so pretty. Free myself from worries so I can see it's just a beautiful day. It's just a beautiful day. You could be sad.
So we are working our way back into the airport. I'm going to have to turn off the microphones here in just a moment. On behalf of Blue, myself, thank you guys very much. Hope you guys enjoyed your trip.
Thank you. It was awesome.
Very welcome.
We're always trying to satisfy these wants and needs. Take you some time for that inner peace. When your eyes are open, you see things differently. There's so much gloom hiding the reality. It's just a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. Yeah. It's a beautiful day. Yeah. It's a beautiful day. Yeah. Take a look into the sky.
After landing, just stay put. We'll get the doors for you. We're going to wait for the rotors to come to a complete stop before exiting for safety reasons. It take a couple minutes.
Trees of green and red roses too. Watch them fall. Me and you. Think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people.
Alright, we're going to cool the aircraft down here for a little bit.
Shaking hands.